Miami Dolphins. Matt Gay now ready to get this one started. And we're off and running from Madrid. Eskridge to return it. He's got a lane up past the 30. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. I know you love this guy, Brock, a fellow lefty like you, now in his 6th season, Tua Tagovailoa.
I've heard from many of Tua's peers in the league that there's just not a more accurate guy. If you wanted to just do an accuracy test in the NFL, yeah, Tua's going to hit that target as much as anybody in the league. Avoiding injury and being available is really the only question mark now in Tua's career.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. And they push him out just as he gets back to the line. 2nd down coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. And stick with Achane. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Throw to the right finds Waddle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Tua setting up to throw. Brought in. He takes this forward a little to about the 39. Hauled down that time by Jonathan Jones.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. First carry now. This is Ollie Gordon. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a 1st.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Great opening drive continues. 1st and 10 at the 33. At the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Tua off the play fake. Throwing the out route complete. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Achane on the toss right. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Motioning the tight end now. Tua now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 6.
6 yards to go here. It's third down. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
Move the chains. Got to move them chains. Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. First and goal. Gordon has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Running for it, it's Achane. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got third and goal.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
On third and goal, it's Tagovailoa. Here's a screen for Achane. Touchdown, Miami! The Dolphins finish up an excellent opening series. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
That's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Riley Patterson on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Return starts at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So now the Commanders will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. They'll be led by the second overall pick a decade ago out of the University of Oregon, Marcus Mariota.
Don't think for a second, Kate, he hasn't heard the noise. Read the comments from the keyboard warriors who say they just want somebody else leading this team. But let me let you in on a little secret. Those criticisms, they can fuel quarterbacks. Make that chip on the shoulder even bigger to prove people wrong and to show I really do belong in this league.
They go play action on first down. He's trying to push the field. They connect on the deep shot. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom, connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. It's Cox. This is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. Bails out of the pocket quick. Nice run across the 15. He hits the deck after setting him up with first and goal.
First and goal, Washington.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on it.
First carry of the game now for the rookie out of Arizona. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Second and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone. Back to throw, Mariota. That one connects.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Just need 3 now to find the end zone on this first possession. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Mariota. He rolls to it. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Commanders finish off their opening drive.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good creative quarterback, one that can stand to play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Eskridge on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So Miami headed out for its second drive of the game. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a chance. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
I love that. Now, I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you could do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forced an incompletion.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Lofts it deep right side. He's got it inside the 25. And he is inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line.
It's a gain of 55. That's good for a Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
H.A. the first down carry. Running their full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
4 downs to get this across. Here's first and goal. Tagovailoa, quick throw, complete. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Ball at the 2 here for second and goal. Again, that sends him backwards, brings up third and goal.
I know they had bigger visions when they called that play. This is one of those spots, Kate, where when a defense is dialed in, especially in the red zone, it's very tough to surprise them with anything.
From the 5-yard line after the loss, third and goal. Back to throw, Tua. And this is caught. Touchdown, Miami! The Dolphins break the tie here in the first. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Patterson on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Commanders 7.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. This return starts at the 5. Escapes a defender. They're going to track him down, but a nice effort in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. Back out on the Commanders for their second drive of the game. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10. Throwing from the gun. Completed left side to Samuel. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Second down now. They need 7. Throwing off the play fake. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, so he's just going to hurl this one away. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah,
And I look at it through those optics so much, but it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
They'll throw, third and long. They'll make a bid for it on the ground.
A gain of 15. First down, Commanders.
So that connection for first will bring us to the end of the first. The Dolphins out to an early advantage. More from this one right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They've got a first to begin the frame. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. Now he's past the 25. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
And the Commanders' first down.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Ooh, let's give him a second there. Give him a sec. I'm going to imagine his heart's probably going, what, 150, 160 beats per minute right now, Brock, after nearly losing that fumble.
Yep, and it wasn't just a ball he dropped there. It was at least 3 points, too. But fortunately, that ball stays with him in the red zone. And now I'm really curious. It's one of those moments, Kate, where they put the ball back in his hands, trust him again to hold on to it, and maybe go get that touchdown you know he so badly wants.
8 yards on that play, and they only have 1 now to go on 3rd down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. He's going to keep this one. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
First down, play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
Oh, 1st and goal, you take a sack. I got nothing good to say about that. So let me flip it over on the other side where you got everything good to say. That's exactly what you want to do. You want to get them behind the sticks. You want to knock them backwards. And now you put a whole lot more pressure on that offense to respond.
Gotta forget about first down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal. Mariota. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And back-to-back sacks have these guys suddenly staring at 3rd and goal.
Kate, you just know as a quarterback there's situations where you're going to gain the trust of the play caller or quickly lose it. And when you take back-to-back sacks, you've lost the trust of your coordinator. And now on 3rd down, well, you better do all you can to regain it.
So from outside the red zone now, here's 3rd and goal. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Ooh, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. And that forces them to 4th and goal.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
So on 4th down, on comes Matt Gay to try to field goal for the Commanders. This is a 42-yard look from the left hash. Gay's kick is good, and it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here comes Malik Washington. This makes it up to the 25. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. And we'll see if the perfect start can continue as they try for their 3rd touchdown in 3 drives. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. They bring Westbrook-Akine in motion left. They go play action with Tagovailoa. Escapes the pocket. And not a lot available there. Makes it to the 26. Tackle made by Trey Amos.
The positive of that effort, you didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Tua out of the pistol. He's keeping it again. And Tagovailoa hits the turf, sliding down after picking up the first.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Dolphins 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Completed out to the left on that quick throw. Good reaction to the RPO. They're going to get to him behind the line.
You'll hear defensive coaches all the time really ask their players to pull the trigger. Read, react, diagnose, and when you see it, go fire away. And that's exactly what the defense does to take away that screen.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Tua now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
3rd down, they need 7. They'll air it out on 3rd. That's caught. He's got Washington. He has this down to the 34. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
A gain of 25 yards on the play. And the Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They run the counter to Achane. Nice move. He's got some running room. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
A gain of 25.
Kate, you know by now I'm not shy about referencing movies during a game. And that run, that was a picture-perfect script. You get the defense thinking one thing, looking one way, then bam! You surprise them with a twist and head the other way for a big run.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins now lead by 10. Devon Achane with the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Patterson on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins drive their lead to 11.
Commanders 10.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. He's away from one. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Commanders set to take over. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here, Merritt. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Mariota to throw. Short pass brought in. And pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Motioning left is their running back. Coming deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And they retain possession, so that's positive. But that's the end of it, Brock. They've lost yardage on that fumble.
Recovered by the offense.
Commanders punting on 4th down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tressway. Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. The Dolphins and running back Devon Achane getting back to work. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone, but through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
First and 10 now from the 30. Achane running right. Makes a cut to the right sideline. This is going to be down to, it looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
Going to the ground again on 1st. We'll cobble together a yard there. Stopped by the future Hall of Famer. More All-Pro nods than any active defender. It's Bobby Wagner.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it will largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Second down carry for Achane. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Throw here, 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're into the drop-in. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Now it's Jake Bailey who's out to punt this for the Dolphins. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. The Commanders all set to regain possession. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Merritt gets it from the gun. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
All right, Brock, 2-minute warning in Madrid. It's the Commanders. Behind the sticks on 2nd and 11. Now Mariota. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That was intended for Deebo Samuel. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
Washington.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Mariota. He'll try and run this. And he's going to be down within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
From the gun, a run for Krosky Merritt. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Motioning him from the slot right. Here's Mariota now. Throwing the out route complete. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. They get 6 and a first down as well.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
All set now, 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Lost control of another one. But it looks like someone from the Commanders got to that one. They'll kick the football. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So they keep the football, but now they face 2nd and long. Back to throw, Mariota. He's got it near the 10. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. It's been an 8-play drive, and on play number 9 now, 9 is what they need on 3rd down. Man in motion, out of the slot. From the gun on 3rd down. Caught just shy of the goal line. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
It's a gain of 8, but it brings up 4th down.
Just about a yard to the marker, so they're going to take the risk and go for this. Going for it with Krosky Merritt. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Commanders make it a 1-score game before halftime. Gay to add the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders cut the lead down to 4.
Dolphins 21, Commanders 17.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Washington now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And good forward, about 5 yards, it looks like. It's second down now.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Big thank you to our guy Scott Hansen and the gang down in Orlando. Got a close one here, Brock, as our second half gets underway. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Out comes the offense from Washington to begin the third quarter. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Finds him over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Second down, looking for options. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Jalen Lane, the one he was looking for. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here he is on 3rd and short. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking for Terry McLaurin, and that brings up 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The Commanders ready for the punt. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. They've certainly had no issue scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Dolphins just about set up here, 1st and 10. Tua off the play fake. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. It's Achane on the inside give. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. That's Trey Amos, rookie 2nd rounder on the tackle.
He was brought down at the 26. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. To the air on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
You know, when we watch Combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10, because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home for the big sack.
And now he's going to call for the fair catch and take it just beyond the 30. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
They've got 1st down from the 31. They send a man in motion. They go play action on 1st down. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Option play now. He's headed right. And that's over. He goes nowhere. They didn't even get back to the line. Well, I don't expect that loss to keep them from utilizing the option at all moving forward, Brock, but I do expect it to keep them from leaning on it too heavily.
Yeah, I'd agree with you there. It's too valuable a piece of their game plan. You want to make that defense defend it, but they did it a whole lot better that time.
Back to throw, Mariota. He's in trouble, and the Dolphins get him. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Dolphins bring out a 5th defensive back on 3rd. Throwing is Mariota. Screen pass here for Kronsky-Maris. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being 4th down.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Now a toss play for Achane. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know by now, Kate, with this time we spend together, these toss plays, the best way to defend them is to hit them before they get started. And that's exactly what the defense did.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. It's caught left side by Hill. Tackle made right around the 26. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
The 26-yard line.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Caught by Washington, left side. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on first down.
Out of bounds at the 27-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Steps up, and he's running with it. A gain of 27 yards there. And it'll be first down, Miami.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's good for a Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
And the Commander's rush brings him down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. They go play action with Tagovailoa. Buys time, rolling right. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. So 3rd and 16, no problem for them as they get the first.
That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then. And the running back still doing it to this day.
He's got it in the red zone. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
19 more yards.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. Running behind center with right. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. That's a gain of 8, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Give some credit to this offense. They almost got it done on just one play running the ball in. I got to be honest, the first down run often leads to second down pass, but I don't think so now. Now you push that pile, go finish this drive.
Achan does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Turned away from the goal line on the last snap. Need to make it 1 more yard here on 3rd and goal. Tagovailoa keeping it on the sneak. And he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown! The Dolphins now lead by 10. Tua Tagovailoa with the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
Patterson tacks on the extra point. And the Dolphins drive their lead to 11.
Commanders 17.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Commanders and Terry McLaurin ready for another look on offense. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Bosky Merritt on his own read. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Willie Gay there on the tackle.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Mariota. That's complete to Zach Ertz. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
And the Commanders' 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Throwing from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Keeps it on the option here. Not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down.
He's tackled at
I
the
can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
It's Krosky Merritt on third. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
He's brought down at the 31.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Make it a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Running back sent in motion. Dumps it off to his running back. And I'll get this forward to about the 28. It was Tyrell Johnson with the tackle.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Second down give to Krosky Merritt. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
This is the end of the third quarter. It's Commanders football, and they need to get to work here. They're trailing late. It's been an 8-play drive, and on play number 9, now 9 is what they need on third down. They've got a man in motion. They'll air it out on third. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Commanders will have a first.
19 yards. And the Washington first down.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Give it to Krosky Merritt. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, the casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did, too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. This time it's a passing play. On the move, headed right. And he will manage a little before being forced into a slide, as that's going to chip something off this upcoming third down.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Third down from the gun. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And they're up against it. 4th down coming up.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
A 24-yard attempt.
Kicked well, and this is good! And it pulls them back within one score here in the 4th.
This make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Washington now to return. He dodged the tackle. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Dolphins send running back Devon Achane getting back to work. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. Dolphins just about set up here, 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
To Nick Westbrook-Akine. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. On play action, here's Tagovailoa. Throw to the right, finds Waddle. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
Here's 2 on the sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
They run the counter to Achane. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them. Keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Achane again. Escapes the defender. He's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
At the 39-yard line.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Staying on the ground here with Achane. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. And stick with Achane. He's going to have this one down to the 28. It's a pickup of 11. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
Dolphins, 1st down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Now run with right. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Achane on the toss right. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
You know, we love to talk about corners, those corners that both love to tackle and cover. It's kind of the same thing with these defensive ends. Most of them love sacks. They love rushing the quarterback. But those that run down a toss play like that, they separate themselves from others. Switching it up here. Tagovailoa to throw. Almost
Just had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here...
He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Here's Riley Patterson. A lot riding on this field goal try. This 42 yards from the right hash. The kick by Patterson is good. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Samuel now to return it. Looks away from one. And he's stopped on the run back to the 27. The Commanders are headed back out there now, led by Marcus Mariota. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
He's got some air under this one, deep down the middle. This is caught inside the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
1st down, Washington.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
He dodged the tackle. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Yeah, you want to get above 5 yards to carry? You put together runs like that. And I'll tell you what else a run like that does, Kate. That sets up the play action. Right? When you really just gouge and gash a defense like that, the next time you run that action, they're going to be thinking running the ball to go right over their head.
1st down, play action. He loses it again. And it looks like the Dolphins have it. Looking for the back that time.
Gosh, we have seen these quarterbacks make some incredible plays from here to reach the end zone. That was certainly not one of them. Careless with the football, left an opening for those defenders to knock it free and escape without surrendering any points.
The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Man in motion, headed right. Tua off the play fake. So this one on the defense.
Pass interference. Defense.
And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give them that 1st down. With H.M. here out of the gun. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
1st down. 1st and 10.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
First down, here's Tua. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see. Here's 2nd and 19. Out of the gun. Tagovailoa. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure. And you sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
3rd down, and they need to get 10. They'll throw. 3rd and long. Forced out to his right. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
H.N., a 1st down carry. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. Markers reset, ball at the 37. I'll give to Gordon, coming right. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. This is right. He finds him 6 yards on that 1st down run. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. They bring a tight end in motion right. 2nd down carry for Achane. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half. Quite the drive they're putting together here, partner. This is the 9th play of it as they get set for 3rd and 6. Throw here, 3rd down. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas, when you watch college game to the NFL game, that there is a vast difference, and that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
Riley Patterson ready for the field goal try. 1 for 1 so far. This is from 40. The kick by Patterson is good. And that extends their lead to 14.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game. It really leaves only 1 remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Samuel now to return it. Escapes the defender. The Commanders are headed back out there now, led by Marcus Mariota. And you may as well call him a constant headache that this defense has had to deal with all game long. I mean, they game plan to slow down his passing work, but it's been his rushes that have really broken the spirit of this unit. All right, 1 more snap here before our 2-minute warning. Back to throw, Mariota. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. We are to the 2-minute warning in Madrid. Commanders losing by 14. Second and 3 now. Mariota. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Lane motioning left. To throw. Cox, this is Lane. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st and 10, got to score immediately here. Only 1 timeout left and that clock winding down. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. There's that slide at the end, Brock. Good decision-making there as he picks up close to 8 on that run.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
2nd and 3 now. Here's Mariota now. Catch made. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
1st and 10, got to score immediately here. Only 1 timeout left and that clock winding down. Steps up and he's running with it.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go play action. Running right side by McLaurin. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Mariota. He's keeping it. It's inside the 10. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a first down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. One final shot here. And this won't affect the outcome, but a positive note to end it as he scores as time expires. The Commanders now within 1 score in the 4th. So 6 points at the buzzer, Brock, but 0 effects on our final outcome.
Yeah, I get that, but I'll tell you what, that'll be one of the first plays they watch in the film room this coming week. Like you said, they lose whether that's scored or not, but Coach will always emphasize effort on the field. Reaching that end zone to end an already decided game, that is effort with a capital E.
So in the end, it's a Dolphins win here. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins, your winners, as we say hasta luego from Madrid.